All right, welcome back today, traders. We're going to keep this short and sweet. I've done about 3 iterations of this video, and they were like 12 to 15 minutes long. I know people aren't going to watch that, so I'm going to keep this brief, keep it simple. Let's break it down. I hope you're out there enjoying this beautiful afternoon, what we call life. We're on the 1 minute here to show my scalps better today as I scalped. Um, to start things off, before I get into it real quick, just a little bit of so it makes sense. I've got I had $477 worth of drawdown left on this evaluation account. It is an Apex account, one of the new accounts that are on sale for $34. You can find them. That's not sponsored. I just like their website, their support, everything that they have. So, and I have a couple days left to pass. I believe it expires Wednesday or Thursday. So I have 2, 3 more days. I was gonna come in and just full port it and just be like, it's a $34 account, but don't want to create bad habits. Something about these accounts because I've been trying to take this a lot more serious and really work on my risk management because that in the long term is what gonna save me. And I've really done that the last 3, 4 weeks very well. So I was gonna just full port. In the back of my mind, that's when the professional said, "Hey, just scalp your way back, get some wins back for the day, get more green, give yourself more wiggle room for Monday, for Tuesday, for Wednesday, and catch these bigger moves." So I should have had about 50 points here. I was looking on a retest. As you see, I literally got in retest, we wick above, slam down. I took it right at the previous candle body closure. Scalped about 15 points. Again, I only had 470, 477. Rather than try and full port it, and you see, it can be very volatile, at times. Give yourself a little bit more wiggle room. At least that was the thesis. I wouldn't have got this whole move. My TP was right here. If I was on the micros, I just hopped on the minis today because it's just kind of simpler for me to scalp one than scalp 10 on the micros. But I would have taken TP, probably scaled out here, and then just let the rest run to this level here. Strong move up. I was going to short a breakdown here. My thoughts were a retest here of this fib level and then break down to this region here. We didn't get that. Shout out to my trading buddy. He's drilled it, in the back of my head enough. Shout out to that. We don't short the red bars that are leveling off. We don't short the teal on the 1 minute. As you see, bad things happen when you try to short that. So I got out for like 1 to 2 points on the upside. Took about $300 here. Another $300 here in 3 moves trying to go long. We were basing off that Bravo, that SMA 9, and in with the SMA 20. I was honestly shooting for this key level up here, like previous day range high, and we got that a little bit later. I was early. We just wicked this key level right here, rejected, and with this volatility and then chop, I was just done for the day. Had 6:30. My plan was to go to the gym, come back in the afternoon, and again, I only traded the afternoon because I only have about 3 days left on this account. Had I been unfunded, would have been done for the day. As you see here, John was impatient. John got chopped up. John lost $300. John screwed up because he had this key level about down here. So in the back of John's, mind, because we've gone purple to green before and shot back up. That's what I was thinking. I was like, hey, we're going purple to green. We're based above. I got a candle closure above on the 1 minute on this SMA Bravo 9. Let's shoot for the previous hot. No. And then I got a little bit kind of jumpy, a little bit antsy, tried to short, lost 100 on that. I just closed them. So was up 630 to down, or sorry, not down, but only up 330, lost 300. And then instead of just being impatient, just being done for the day again, I only have a couple of days left on this account, so I'm like, hey, let's get another trade in for the day. I moved this level to where I thought it looked a little bit better, in terms of where it should have been. And then I'm like, hey, you're not getting any kind of candle closure above this level. We based above this level. We broke down off this before. So that's a good bet that, hey, we're going to break down. I saw we had strong momentum. I took the retest right here. I literally got out at this. I believe this is the 200. And at the time on the 5 minute, this really, aligned with the 50, the SMA 50, the simple moving averages over the last 50 days. So with those two, I just took it here, and again, that was actually a perfect little scalp. Again, here I scalped about like 12 points. We then retest that Bravo, that SMA 9, get a little bit above, look above that 50, break down, and again, I was going to short retest right here, but I'm like, hey, you know what? We're leveling off. We're about to go teal. Back of John's head is that. Do not short the teals. So I got out. I took I think like $75, $80, like 3, 4 points here. So I was back to that 630, 650 range on the day, and then I was just done. We do break down all this, but I traded a bunch today. I'm like, you know what? I still have 2, 3 days left. There's multiple moves every session when you're fresher. Just take it there. I now built the buffer back up. I got to make about 3,500 to pass this account. So we're essentially back to where I was the start of the week with this after losing the grand in the Asia session. And this is why I just try to stay with this New York session. I am up during that session, but it is late at night. I am not fully invested at times, and I do, continue to remind myself Bruce Lee, Master One Punch. That's what we do. So again, I just had to get back to trusting myself and system, and we had the best day I've had the last 3, 4 weeks. 630 to the upside. I took about 200 on the funded account yesterday. I have one at 1600, one at about 12, 1300, somewhere in there. So we're close to payouts on those. Essentially break even on the week after that one bad session. And, I was reminded yesterday that the market is not complicated. Your thoughts are. And I realized John was making the market a lot more complicated than what it is. Is it easy? No. Is it simple? Yes. As you see here, follow the indicators, follow your system. If you have an edge like this, and I believe that we do with our setup, with our system, and with our indicators, you're gonna be on the right side of probability more often than not. And I have to get back to thinking in terms of process and probabilities and not in terms of wins and losses. And I'll be honest, part of it just is I've been showing up each and every day for the last almost year. Been only doing futures 5, 6 months now. I do have a small trading background. I was trading penny stocks for about a year, year and a half. 2020 range. So we're at around now the 3 year mark of trading, 5, 6 months of futures, and I feel like I'm starting to get a hang of things. Starting to be more consistent, just have to run with that, and I have to remember how far I've come, and there will be dips in the process, and this is just a small dip on the road back up. So I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Always remember, while the markets are not easy, it is simple. The market is not complicated. We tend to make it more complicated because we are human beings. We are not perfect, and our thoughts can become complicated. Always remember, the markets do not reward activity, they reward patience and discipline. It's not a game of constant motion, it's about patience. And I'm going to leave you with this. Again, when you're patient and you're disciplined, you make money. when you're trying to reward activity and stay in motion, you get burned. Okay? So the game is about patience and being disciplined. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Hope you all have a wonderful day and weekend. I will see you on Monday. Stay up, stay blessed, stay positive, and make it happen.